Good morning to everybody. Welcome to the 34th annual Christmas get-together virtual meet of the Cancer Crusaders Club. I am Beto Mambing, the Secretary of Dr. Reynaldo Hoson. I will be co-hosting, emceeing, and moderating this virtual meet with Dr. Hoson, Doc Lance, and Therese Hoson. I'd like to give a short introduction to the virtual meeting of the Cancer Crusaders Club. This year is our 34th annual Christmas get-together of the Cancer Crusaders Club. Nothing has stopped us since we started in 1988. The coup d'etat of 1989 did not stop us. The COVID-19 pandemic did not stop us. Last year, 2020, we held the 33rd annual Christmas get-together in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic via a virtual meet. This is a milestone in the history of the club, and this will be the new normal in the years to come for the club. Today, on our 34th annual meet, we will continue with our objective of providing psychosocial therapy and support to our cancer patients, mainly through cancer journey sharing and motivational songs and advice. Our primary activity in the annual meet has always been cancer journey sharing since 1988. We have sustained this cancer journey sharing last year, 2020. We will have beautiful and inspirational cancer journey sharing this year. Here is the program for today's meet. The main psychosocial support activities will consist of the following: cancer journey sharings in the different phases of cancer journey, inspirational and motivating songs, R.O. Hoson's advice on how to deal with cancer. Registrants. It is difficult to keep track of the number and who among the registrants. We cannot give you the info now. We will see later during the group picture taking. Last year, we limited participants to RO Hoson cancer patients. This year, because of requests, we have opened the meet to non-RO Hoson cancer patients. Cancer Crusaders Club 2021 raffle giveaway. CCC Cas Ayuda for cancer patients. CCC RO Hoson telemedical consultation voucher. We have announced and explained this already before the meet, but let me explain this again. CCC Cas Ayuda for cancer patients. The Cancer Crusaders Club Cas Ayuda for cancer patients, open close parenthesis, raffle giveaway, is intended for RO Hoson Cancer Crusaders, open close parenthesis, RO Hoson cancer patients who are now undergoing chemotherapy for breast cancer and or who are now taking hormonal therapy. They have to register to be entitled to the Cas Ayuda, and registered data must be complete. In addition, they have to email a digital copy of their most current open close parenthesis 2021 prescription of chemotherapy, hormonal therapy to rhoson2001 at Yahoo on or before December 2, 2021, open close parenthesis, 17-hour. They have to be present in the Zoom virtual meet of the Cancer Crusaders Club on December 5, 2021. There will be a raffle draw on December 5, 2021 or on December 6, 2021. The CCC Cash Ayuda is 1,000 pesos per lucky qualified winner. CCCR o Hoson Telemedical Consultation Voucher. The Cancer Crusaders Club R.O. Hoson Telemedical Consultation Voucher, open close parenthesis, raffle giveaway, is intended for cancer patients and R.O. Hoson cancer patients, Crusaders, who formally registered and are present during the Zoom virtual meet of the Cancer Crusaders Club on December 5, 2021. They have to fill up or accomplish with perfect score the quiz evaluation feedback form to be given at the end of the Zoom virtual meet. The raffle draw will be on December 5, 2021 or December 6, 2021. The link will be given in the chat box later on. Advice: watch the video on History of Cancer Crusaders Club to help you pass the quiz. This is a picture of the voucher. Group picture taking twice. At the start and at the end, open close parenthesis, this will be announced, so always get ready. Make sure to show your face in the video mode. Last instructions. Turn on your video. Always keep it on. Put on mute mode always. You can unmute during open forum. Do not disturb the program with unnecessary voice or noise. Use the chat box to communicate freely with anybody. Always remember the goal of the Cancer Crusaders Club: to provide psychosocial therapy and support to cancer patients. This is for you. Again, welcome to the 34th annual Christmas get-together of the Cancer Crusaders Club. Here is our founder, Dr. Reynaldo O. Hoson, waving and welcoming you to the annual meet. That's it for the introduction.
Cancer Crusaders Club. History, objectives, psychosocial support, advice to Cancer Crusaders. The Cancer Crusaders Club was established in 1988. Here is the picture of the first annual Christmas get-together of the Cancer Crusaders Club on December 4, 1988. The original name was Cancer Crusaders Club. In 2001, it was renamed MDH Cancer Crusaders Club. In 2020, it was renamed R.O. Hoson Cancer Crusaders Club, or just Cancer Crusaders Club. The founder of the Cancer Crusaders Club is Dr. Reynaldo Ong Hoson. From 2001 to 2019, Dr. Elsie Dancel was coordinating the MDH Cancer Crusaders Club with Miss Beth Tumambing. Group picture of the annual meet in December 3, 1989. Cancer Crusaders are people who pledge to fight against cancer and to help other people fight against cancer. Here is a sample of the certificate of membership issued to members of the Cancer Crusaders Club. Here is a sample of a framed certificate of membership issued to Miss Conchita Surya in 1988. She treasured it. Group picture of the third annual meet in December 1990. Acceptance of cancer among members is being promoted by using the word cancer in the name of the club, Cancer Crusaders Club. Feed Cantara, a colon cancer patient, proudly wearing a Cancer Crusader t-shirt. Group picture of annual meet in December 1, 1991. The primary objective of the Cancer Crusaders Club meetings is psychosocial support and therapy. The other objectives of the Cancer Crusaders Club meetings are education, socials, and Christmas party. Group picture of the annual meet in December 6, 1992. The annual year-end meetings of the Cancer Crusaders Club are traditionally being held on the first Sundays of December. Shown here are the banners of the 6th and 9th annual meets on the first Sunday of December of each corresponding year. 15th annual meet on the first Sunday of December of 2002, December 1. 24th annual meet on the first Sunday of December of 2011 in December 4. 31st annual meet on the first Sunday of December of 2018, December 2. The historic first virtual meet of the Cancer Crusaders Club annual Christmas get-together was held in 2020, December 6. Here is the poster of the 33rd annual Christmas get-together virtual meet of the Cancer Crusaders Club on December 6, 2020. First virtual meet, first in history, the new normal. At the end of the annual year-end meeting of the Cancer Crusaders Club, the following benefits are expected: a day of sharing experiences, a day of helping each other, a day that the cancer patients realize that they are not alone who are afflicted with cancer. A reunion for those who were present during the previous years, a booster of morale and hope for the cancer patients to live on. Sample pictures of Cancer Crusaders sharing their cancer journey starting 1988 to the present. Other pictures of cancer journey sharing. Still other pictures of cancer journey sharing. Other pictures. Sample pictures of cancer journey sharing during the virtual meet in 2020. Here are some psychosocial support advice to the Cancer Crusaders. Statements on cancer that have to be acknowledged. Cancer can affect anybody. Cancer can affect any organ in the body. Complete remission means no signs of cancer recurring after treatment. The best chance for complete remission is early consult, early diagnosis, and early and correct treatment. Group picture of the 13th annual meet. Psychological distresses or emotional sufferings can be seen in the following phases of cancer journey: phase of diagnosis, phase of treatment, during, right, and or soon after treatment, phase after treatment in remission, phase when there is recurrence of the cancer, and phase during near end of life. Group picture of an annual meet. Psychosocial therapy and support of a patient with cancer should go hand in hand or simultaneously with the treatment of the cancer itself. Group picture of an annual meet. The psychological distresses of cancer patients usually consist of the following: fear, sadness, personal apprehensions, psychosocial apprehensions. Group picture of an annual meet. The following are key coping tactics against the psychological distresses of cancer patients: acceptance of the cancer, intentional living plan in the light of the cancer, trust in a competent and compassionate physician, spiritual trust, support from loved ones and significant others, cancer journey story sharing. A group picture of an annual meet. Having a well-formulated intentional living plan in the light of cancer can contribute to the following: being healthy as long as possible, being productive, having peace of mind, being contented, enjoying life, being happy in life, reaching the realistic longevity targets, being ready to face curtain call or death. Group picture of an annual meet. Feedback of Cancer Crusaders attending the annual meet. It made me feel stronger in living through life with cancer. It boosted my morale. It boosted my hope for living. It changed my outlook in life for the better. It made me feel like an ex-cancer patient already. It helped me accept my cancer. It made me realize that I am not the only person on earth with a cancer. It gave me an opportunity to share experience with and to listen to the experience of other cancer patients. It made me learn more about cancer in general, the cancer that we have, and about patients with cancer. It made me feel the get together was a reunion for cancer patients. It made me feel the gathering was a form of therapy for me. The gatherings provided psychosocial support to me, my co-cancer patients, and our relatives. My loved ones and friends who attended with me learned a lot about cancer patients and their cancer journeys. It made me wanting to share my cancer journey freely to anybody. It made me look forward to attending the next get-together of the Cancer Crusaders Club. Here is a roster of registrants who attended the December 2020 virtual meet. Another page in the roster of registrants. The last page in the roster of registrants who attended the December 2020 virtual meet. More pictures, group pictures of annual meetings in the past 33 years. More group picture, more group picture, More group pictures of the annual meetings in the past 33 years. Cancer Crusaders Club providing psychosocial support and therapy to cancer patients. In these trying times, challenges of cancer and COVID-19, we would like to offer a prayer for all of us, Cancer Crusaders. May our spirits be lifted and our burdens eased. May our hearts remain hopeful and our worries wiped out. Let's all sing along with Miss Gigi Alvarez, a breast cancer crusader, who will lead us in singing my prayer.
Faith will be our eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer. When we lose our way, lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe. Pray we'll find your light and hold it in our hearts. When stars go out each night, let this be our prayer. When shadows fill our day, lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. Our pain and sorrow will be ended, and every heart that's broken will be mended, and we'll remember we are God's children, reaching out to touch you, reaching to the sky. Ask good life be kind and watch us from above. We hope each will find another soul to love. Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer. Just like every child, just like every child. Need to find a place, guide us with your grace,
A Cancer Journey Sharing in the Face of Remission by Marian Lustanias Maravilla. Breast Cancer, Year 10.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Ginang Mary Andustanias Maravilla. Ako po ay nakatira sa Barangay Poblacion, San Andres, Quezon. Ako po ay isang breast cancer patient. Nag-start po ang aking breast cancer noong pong 2010. Ako po ay nagkakaramdam ng kirot at pananakit ng likod. Isinama po ako ng aking kapatid sa Manila sapagkat siya po noong time na yun ay meron din pong breast cancer at colon cancer. Pumunta po kami sa PGH para magpa-check up, subalit wala naman pong available na check up nung time na yon. Kaya napilitan po kaming maghanap ng hospital at nakasumpo nga po kami ng isang clinic na yung doon po pala nagki-clinic si Dr. Reynaldo Huson sa FMAB, doon ko po siya nakilala. Ako po ay inopera niya na magpa-opera sa kanya, subalit hindi po namin talaga kaya ang halaga nung time na yon. Sa amin pong pag-uusap ni Doktor, ipinagtapat ko po sa kanya na kami nga po ay mahirap na buhay lamang at isinabi ko po na wala po kaming maayos na hanap buhay. Siguro po isa dala ng kanyang kabaitan at pagtulong din sa kapwa. Ako po ay kanyang inopera ng walang bayad. Noong time na yun po, pinapunta po niya kami mag-asawa sa hospital ng Manila at doon niya po ako pina-check at pinalaboratory lahat ng mga gagawin po para sa pagpapa-opera ko ng libre. Ako pinagpapasalamat kay Dr. Huson sapagkat ako po kanyang natulungan. Noong una po natatakot po akong pumunta ng Manila dahil ang nasa isip ko po at kami po yung mga taga-probinsya, ang amin pong nasa isip ay pagdating namin sa Manila ay puro pera lamang ang hahanganin ng mga doktor para sa amin. Subalit mali po pala ako ng inaisip. At nasumpungan ko po ang napakabuti at napakabait na si Dr. Reynaldo Huson. Ako po ay kanyang inopera noong July 2011 at na ako nga po ay binayopsy. After 2 weeks po, pinabalik po niya ako ng Manila. Kinuha ko po yung aking biopsy result at ako po ay nag-positive stage 2 ng breast cancer, stage 2A. Sabi po niya sa akin, kinakailangan ma-opera ulit ako after na malaman ko na may cancer ako. Subalit talaga pong wala kaming pera noong time na yon. Ang ginawa po namin mag-asawa, bumalik po kami ng San Andres, Quezon. Kami po ay nagdasal, nagnobena po kami. At sa kabaitan naman po ni Doktor, tumawag po ako sa kanya at pinagbigyan po niya akong muli na ako'y maoperahan ng libre at walang hining kabayaran. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat ng marami kay Dr. Huson sapagkat ako po isa sa kanyang natulungan. 10 years na po ako, Dok, na magaling. At hinihiling ko po sa Panginoon Diyos na kayo po ay palakasin pa ang pangangatawan. Abahin pa po ang buhay ninyo sapagkat hindi lamang po ako yung taong inyong matutulungan. Nawa po ay marami pong tao ang magtiwala kay Dok. Napakabuti po ng kanyang kalooban. Siya po ay may busilak na puso, hindi po siya mukhang pera. Anytime na po ako lumalapit sa kanya, ako po ay kanyang pinagbibigyan ng walang hinihinging kabayaran. Sobra-sobra po ang pasasalamat ko sa inyo, Dok. Utang ko po sa iyo ang aking pangalawang buhay. Una po ay sa Diyos at pangalawa po ay sa iyo. Nawa po ay pagpalain ka ng Panginoon Diyos at marami ka pa pong taong matulungan. Dito na lamang po ang aking video na ipapasa sa inyo at nawa po ay marami pa kayong matulungan. Maraming salamat po, Dok. Galing po sa aking puso ang aking pasasalamat sa inyo. At ito po ay aking tatanawin utang loob hanggat ako'y nabubuhay. Maraming salamat.
A Cancer Journey Sharing in the Face of Remission by Miss Aida Santiago Antonio. Thyroid cancer, year 33.
Hello everyone! Merry Christmas and Happy New Year! I am Aida Santiago Antonio. I am 62 years old. I am a thyroid cancer survivor for 33 years. And I am here to tell you about my cancer journey. So medyo mahaba po yung 33 years. Maraming karanasan, maraming mga pinagdaanan, ups and downs. So, akin na lang pong pamagatan ang aking My Cancer Journey, an integration of life and faith. Okay. Akin pong binigyan ng title na The 5 C's. Okay. Ano po yung 5 C? Siyempre, number 1, may cancer. Okay? Kailan po siya nagsimula? 1988. Okay? Nagsimula po siya na habang ako ay nag-work sa isang pharmaceutical company, uso po doon sa aking mga kasamang laboratory analyst, BS Chem graduate po kasi ako. Doon po sa laboratory, nauuso po yung maraming thyroid, maraming goiter. Naalarma din po ako. Kasi doon po sa aming trabaho, normal na po yung urgent, okay? Noon di ba po uso yung salitang stress, okay? So, sa amin po lagi ay urgent, okay? So, syempre, ay pare-pareho kami ng mga nararamdaman. So, maraming merong goiter. So, ako din po na alarma na nagpa-test din po ako, okay? Na T3, T4, and then TSH. Normal naman po lahat. And then one time, nagkaroon po ako ng eye infection. So, punta po ako sa ENT. Tapos nasabi ko po doon sa doktor, Dok, pakihipo nga itong aking leeg. Kasi parang medyo matigas. Okay? So, hindi po naman po na ENT. Sabi niya, magpatingin ka sa doktor. Okay? So, nagpatingin naman po ako. Unang doktor, rekomendado ng aking kumari. Pangalawang doktor, kumari, recommended ng aking mga kamag-anak. And pangatlo, recommended ng doon sa aming kumpanya sa oncology. Okay? Kasi po may mga anti-cancer noon doon sa aming company noon. So, punta pa ako sa first, sinabi hipo, matigas, and then kailangan operahan. Pangalawa, doon din sinabi, kailangan operahan. Pero pagdating po sa pangatlo, kay Dr. Hosol, pagtingin ko po niya sa akin, needle biopsy agad. Turok agad sa akin. Okay. And then, nasabi nga po niya, tingin lang siya doon sa glass slide, padang microscope. Ang sabi nga niya, I think it's probably a cancer. Okay? So, medyo nag-decide, at ano po ang mga gagawin. So, napili ko po yung pangalawang doktor. And then, naoperahan nga po, thyroidectomy. Pero pagkatapos nun, medyo masakit sa likod. And then, masakit ang lalamunan ko. Hindi ako makalunod. And then, after lang a week, hipo agad ako ng mga, may bukol dito na nakapako, parang dalawa siya. So, nasasabihin ng second doctor, operahan ulit, ay punta ulit ako kay Dr. And then, he examined yung aking boses na nawala. And then, sabi niya, pag hindi bumalik within a year, ay magiging permanent. Okay? And then, fast forward tayo, I decided to have the second surgery, neck dissection, under Doc also. So, yan po yung aking simula ng aking cancer journey. Pangalawa, and then because of that, na second C, ay naging cancer crusader ako. Marami po ako nalaman tungkol sa cancer. Kaya, December 4, 1988, the very first Christmas party ng Cancer Crusader, present na po ako. So, from cancer, naging Cancer Crusader, and then, ano po aking patuloy na natutunan at nakita ko po, ano nga ba yun nangyayari pag ikaw ay cancer patient. Kasi pag sinabihan ka, 1988, ang tingin po sa cancer, pag sinabing may cancer ka, malapit ka nang mamatay. Kaya po, ano po ang nangyari? So, after my dalawang operation, lalong kapit, ano nga ba yung cancer? Talaga bang mamamatay ka kaagad? O may stage 1, may stage 2, may stage 3 ba? Pero pagdating po nun, nang pagka-opera po sa akin ni Doc Olson, yun po aking nakapang dalawa na maliit, nakita ko po sa bote na 6-7 siya, para siya mga kanya kalaki, gamais, and then dikit-dikit siya. Sabi ko, ala, parang yung pala yung nakikita ko sa chicharong bulaklak. na sunod-sunod yung mga bukol. And really so amazed dahil doon sa pangalawang operation ko, ay walang sakit sa lalamunan, walang sakit sa likod. And so amazing! Major surgery, walang antibiotic. Ganun ka-sure si Dr. Hoso. And really so amazed. Lagi ko pong natatandaan yung laging sabi niya sa akin doon sa pagiging cancer patient. 5 things. Sabi niya, yung body reaction, o tapos ay yung mga treatment, and then the meds, and then your mind, and then sabi niya, competent doctor, and then, ang sabi nga niya, divine providence. Okay, so, ito po yung pangatlong C, competent oncologist. Okay, so very thankful for having Dr. Hoson as my oncologist. Nalinis po niya lahat talaga, naalis po niya lahat yung mga bukol-bukol dito sa aking leeg na tingin ko po talaga umaabot sa tenga ko. And then, wow, so very thankful, so very grateful, nandun po yung competency niya. So, he's really a competent doctor. And then, ano pa yung pang-apat na C? Tuwan-tuwa po talaga ako pag naririnig ko kay Dr. Hoson yung salitang, congratulations! Nakakatuwa po. Simpleng salita, pero it's some music to my ears. Sinabi niya, congratulations. Pakatapos niya pakapain, aking leeg, and then sasabihin niya, lunok. Okay? And then sabihin niya, congratulations. Wala akong nakapa. And here, okay, tinatago ko po yung mga bigay nito, Hoson. Okay, ito pa po. May sinasabi niya, ito, ano pa po to? 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Ang lagi po niya sinasabi, no mass, no recurrence. Kaya, really very thankful to God. And, yun nga po, sa very competent doctor, and then lagi niya sinasabi ang congratulations. And then talaga po nagpapasalamat ako sa Panginoon kahit ngayong pandemic ay nandun pa rin po, patuloy pa rin po yung serbisyo ni Doc Hosod sa amin. Yung po kanyang pep talk, okay, patient empowerment program, ay kami po ay natuturuan niya kung paano po yung signs, symptoms, okay, ano yung treatment, para kami magdo-doktor. And I'm very thankful with that. Kasi po sabi nga niya, knowledge is power. And then, tuturuan po niya kami, and then marami po kami nalalaman. And ito po yung pang-5 C. After the cancer, being Cancer Crusader, the congratulations, the very confident oncologist, ay aking pong masasabi na yung pong pang-5 C ay walang iba, the big C, kundi si Christ, ang ating Panginoong Heso Kristo. So my cancer journey is an integration of life and faith. Nang magka-cancer po ako, Christian po ako, ay nasabi ko, Lord, teka muna. I was 29 years old po kasi noon. Ang anak ko po, na si Mary Aaron, ay only 4 years old. And Silly ay 2 years old. So sabi ko, Lord, teka muna. Gusto kong makitang lumaki ang mga anak ko. Parang hindi ko sila maiwan bilang nanay. And then, sabi ko, teka muna din. Yung nanay ko, yung tatay ko, di pa save. Kaya, nandun yung aking pakiusap sa Panginoon Diyos. And through that, napakabuti po ng Panginoon Diyos. Yung 4 years old kong anak, ay doktora na po ngayon, at si Lee na 2 years old na, ay siya po ay psychological therapist. And to God be the glory, kasi po, ay ito na po sila, ang aking family. Okay? And then, ang aking mga apo. Okay? So, tunay nga pong yung aking cancer journey ay masasabi ko po na sinasabi ng Panginoon Diyos na all things work together for good to them who love God and who are called according to His purpose. Na ang lahat ng bagay ay nagkaangkop-angkop para sa ikabubuti ng sino man na umiibig sa Kanya at tinawag sang-ayon sa Kanyang layunin. Nawala po yung boses ko noon. Kaya pagpunta ko ulit kay Doc Roson, nasabi niya, kapag hindi bumalik yan, for 1 year, magiging permanently. Ang hirap naman po na damage yung voice box. Okay, kami narinig ka salita, pero hindi ka nila maintindihan. So, yun. Lapit po ako kay Lord. Nag-pray po ulit ako. Na naas na nga po yung cancer na, yung may thyroid na may cancer, na alis, yung boses ko naman na wala. Paano ako makakapaglikod sa kanya? And then, himala po. That's the second miracle. Na magtawag ko po sa kanya, paglapit ko lang po kay Lord, may worship service kami noon, pagbalik ko sa upuan, balik na po yung dati kong boses. Just 12 steps. Okay? Steps of faith. And then nakita ko po, our greatest healer, ang ating Panginoong Heso Kristo. And then balik po ako kay Doc Roson. Pumayag na po ako ulit magpo-opera sa kanya noong September 1988. Kaya po, October, November, December, present na po ako sa first Christmas party ng Cancer Crusader. And then, I see to it na every year, nakiki-rejoice po ako. And then, kahit po doon sa mga Christmas party, marami po mga nag-share. Natuturuan din po kami how to overcome, how to cope up, yung mga ups and downs sa mga nararamdaman, kung ano yung mga treatment, at paano yung relationship sa pamilya, ay marami po kami natutunan. It's really a blessing to be a cancer crusader under the mentorship of Dr. Roson. So very thankful and grateful to our Lord Jesus Christ. Really heaven sent po yan si Dr. Roson. Talaga po nagpapasalamat ako sa Panginoon sa buhay niya. And nandun po yun, yung kumbaga, higit pa sa kanyang tulong bilang doktor. Ngayon po, itinuturuan pa niya kami. Okay? So, dire-diretso po yung kanyang serbisyo. So, really, nandun po yung all things work together for good. Ang sabi nga po, the flip side of our suffering ay para po makatulong sa ibang tao na mayroon pong pinagdadaanan na ganong sitwasyon. So, being a cancer crusader is really a blessing. Napagtagumpayan po natin iyan sa biyaya ng ating Panginoon Diyos. At ang naging kamay niya ay walang iba kundi si Doc Roson. Kaya to God be the glory. Tunay nga pong maganda, masaya yung aking lakbay bilang isang cancer patient. And I really thank God for 33 years. Binigyan po niya tayo ng patuloy ng buhay at ng kalakasan. Is the big C. Cancer is not the big C. Jesus Christ is the big C. So to God be the glory, and really very thankful to Doc Roson. Sa kanya lang po ako nakakita ng doktor na after major operation, walang antibiotic. Talaga po namamangha po ako sa kanyang kakayanan. At sa bawat hipo niya sa leeg ko, I feel na nakdoon po na yung kamay ng Panginoon Diyos ang humihipo sa akin, and there's healing. Kaya po mga cancer crusader, really we are blessed to be a blessing to others. At ginagawa po ng Panginoon Diyos na napakaganda ng ating biyahe ng buhay at ng pananampalataya. At ang sabi nga po in Acts 17:28, in Him we live, we move, and have our being. So mga cancer crusader, maging thankful po tayo, maging grateful po tayo kay Lord and also to our doctor na napakabait. At sana po ay lalong lumago ang kanyang tribo. At napakalaking blessing po na si Doc Possum po, yung ating doktor. And giving glory to God, very thankful po ako sa Panginoon sa buhay po ni Doc Possum. Ay, yung journey natin bilang isang cancer patient, nag-iisang malaking congratulations!
A cancer journey sharing in the face of recurrence by Dr. Maria Agnes Z. Mabolo, breast cancer, year 21.
Good day, everyone. I hope and pray that today finds you well and safe. I am Maria Agnes Mabolo, a cancer fighter and a survivor. My cancer journey began in the year 2000. I was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 3B. I underwent a modified radical mastectomy without chemotherapy. I had been diligent in monitoring my health status for the first 5 years. Complacency set in after the fifth year, confident that my cancer was in remission and that I had a clean bill of health. In 2015, 15 years after my first diagnosis, I was again diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 4, with metastasis to the lungs. I felt devastated and in desperation grabbed at all possible straws. I started to take different kinds of herbal medications and submitted myself to chemotherapy. I went into depression on my fourth chemo cycle. Right after my fourth chemo session, I decided to call it quits. I didn't want to continue treatment, but my family rallied behind me, and my faith in the Lord and the support of my family helped me go through those trying times, and I continued my treatment. My doctor was very understanding and allowed me to take a sedative, anti-anxiety medications between or before each treatment. I completed 21 chemo treatment sessions and I survived. However, I did not have a repeat CT scan after the treatment. I trusted that I was clean. I had no more cough. I had no more symptoms. I gained weight. I felt good. Once again, I was astute in monitoring my health status for the next 5 years. However, in January 2020, I began to have low back pains radiating to the right leg. Sometimes there was loss of strength in the right leg, but I put off going for a checkup. For me, those pains were caused by exhaustion and tiredness due to the hectic work schedules that I had. So I self-medicated with pain medications until the pain became extremely unbearable that I could no longer walk. But still in denial, I did not go to my oncologist. I went to an orthopedic specialist and I was diagnosed with spinal nerve compression and was advised spinal surgery. This was not done because during that time, the pandemic had already struck the Philippines and I could not go out nor could I travel to Manila for the surgery. I was bedridden for 6 months, June to December of 2020. In January, during this time, during the 6 months, my father came over to the house almost every week to do some prayer sessions and Bible study. My faith in the Lord increased and my knowledge of God increased tremendously. In January 2021, I went for a repeat MRI and submitted myself to all types of tests and medical procedures. This time, I wanted a thorough diagnosis. I was determined to accept the possibility that I had cancer for the third time. My hunch was right. I was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 4, with metastasis to the lung and bone. I did not feel as devastated as I had been in 2015, probably because I had gotten older and I had learned to rely on God for His favor and His mercies. I also knew I did not lapse in the monitoring of my health status. Although I delayed in doing a bone scan, which in retrospect, had I done this earlier, I would have been diagnosed much earlier. This time, I left everything in God's hands. Fast forward to today, I have undergone 10 sessions of radiation therapy. I almost died in March. I had metabolic acidosis and I was hospitalized for 2 weeks. I was unconscious. Rather, I was conscious, but I was incoherent and I was not oriented to time, place, or person for a week and a half. I had undergone 6 chemotherapy sessions, and right now I am still undergoing what my oncologist terms as the maintenance phase of treatment with Herceptin and Zometa every 21 days on an outpatient basis. I have realized that God has plans for me, and my mission on earth is not yet over. God wants me to continue living and to be a testament to His power and His grace. To be able to show the world that miracles do happen and that He exists. And I am one of those miracles. I thank the Lord every day for the gift of life and for His provisions, especially for my continued treatment and our family's daily living. To all of you diagnosed with cancer, let us continue to fight and trust in to provide and trust in God to provide healing, the resources and the strength and fortitude to press on to fight the good fight. To all relatives, friends, family members of those living with cancer, continue to provide emotional, psychological, and spiritual support. Bend your knees and pray for without ceasing for God's healing. For this in itself helps strengthen us who are cancer fighters. For cancer fighters, cancer survivors, cancer is a lifestyle. Keep fighting, don't lose hope. Cling on the thread that connects us to God. If anyone tells you that you are beyond cure, don't believe it. God is still working. God is busy performing miracles in our lives. For if God was able to raise Lazarus from the dead, he is he not able to heal us who are alive? So I would say to God be the glory.
Living a life with cancer is a journey into the world of cancer. The cancer world is full of uncertainties, such as unknown specific causes, always with the possibility of recurrence after treatment, and not knowing the mode and time of exit, to name a few. The journey is rough with unquantifiable physical pains and psychological distresses. The journey is strictly speaking a battle against cancer. Let's now sing along with Miss Raquel Caparas, Hawak Kamay, to motivate all cancer crusaders to be strong and keep on fighting, never lose hope, hold on, don't let go, hold hands, hold each other's hands to get the needed support from above and from our loved ones.
nasasabi di ko na kaya. Tumingin ka lang sa langit, baka sakaling may masumpungan, o di kaya ako'y tawagin. Malalaman mong kahit kailan hawak kamay, di kita iwan sa paglakbay. Dito sa mundong walang katiyakan, hawak kamay, di kita bibitawan sa paglalakbay. Sa mundo ng kawalan, minsan madarama mo ang mundo'y gumuguho sa ilalim ng iyong mga paa, at ang agos ng problema ay tinatangay ka. Tumingin ka lang sa langit, baka sakaling may masumpungan, o di kaya ako'y tawagin. Malalaman mong kahit kailan hawak kamay, di kita iwan sa paglakbay. Dito sa mundong walang katiyakan, hawak kamay, di kita bibitawan sa paglalakbay. Sa mundo ng kawalan, huwag mong sabihin nag-iisa ka. Laging isipin may makakasama. Narito ako, narito ako. Hawak kamay, di kita iwan sa paglakbay. Dito sa mundong walang katiyakan, hawak kamay, di kita bibitawan sa paglalakbay. Sa mundo ng kawalan, sa mundo ng kawalan, hawak kamay, hawak kamay, hawak kamay. Sa mundo ng kawalan.
A cancer journey sharing in the face of recurrence by Miss Anisha Pangilinan, breast cancer, year 7.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ako si Annie Atienza Pangilinan. Ako'y magbabahagi ng aking testimony. 2012 nung nakita sa annual physical exam ko na may bukol ako sa kaliwang breast. Dahil busy sa trabaho, hindi ko binigyang pansin. 2014 nung sinabi sa akin na lumalaki na ang bukol at kailangan na itest kung malignant ba o benign. Kasama ko ang bunsong anak ko nung nagpa-needle biopsy kami sa Makati. Nagdadasal na sana benign ang resulta. Mukhang may ibang plano ang Panginoon at malignant ang naging resulta ng biopsy. Ilan hospital at doktor ang aming kinonsulta at yung mga pare-parehong sinasabi na kailangan ko operahan, i-chemo at mag-radiation. Ayoko makalbo, sabi ko sa sarili ko. Ayoko rin manghina. Kaya nagtanong-tanong pa rin kami hanggat may isang pinsan ako na nirefer kami kay Dr. Hoson. Mahaba ang pila sa Manila doctors. Naghihintay ako sa pag-asa na siya ang tamang doktor para sa akin. Nakailang consultation din kami, laking relief sa aming pamilya. Noon sinabi sa amin ni Dr. Hoson na mastectomy lang muna ang gagawin. Simula 2014 hanggang 2019, Regular ako nagpapabalik-balik kay Dr. Hoson para sa check-up. Tamoxifen lang ang iniinom ko. Hindi niya ako pinakimo at radiation. Sa pangangalaga at guidance ni Dr. Hoson, nai-inform kami mag-anak kung ano ang dapat gawin. Kahit pandemya, talaga namang andyan pa rin si Dr. Hoson para sumagot sa mga katanungan namin. November 2020 nang makaranas ako ng sobrang pagsakit ng ulo. Normal sa akin ang migraine. Dalaga pa lang ako, madalas na ako minamigraine. Wala sa isip ko na pwede metastasis ang breast cancer ko sa brain. May 2021, habang kasagsagan ng summer, araw-araw sumasakit ang aking ulo. Hanggang isang araw, napansin ng anak ko na hindi na talaga ako nakakabangon sa sakit ng ulo. Tumaas ang blood pressure ko ng 160/100. Wala akong BP maintenance dahil normal talaga ang BP ko. Tinawagan niya agad ang family doctor namin at doon nag-request ang family doctor namin ng emergency MRI dahil baka ma-stroke. Nang lumabas ang resulta, posible metastasis sa brain. Noong mga panahon na yon, ito ang mga realization ko. Malaking tulong na inform at involve ang mga anak ko sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. Ang mga anak ko ang nag-reach out sa mga doktor. Sila rin ang naghanap ng hospital. Sila ang kausap ni Dr. Hoson kung ano ang dapat gagawin. Malaking bagay rin ang well-filed ang lahat ng laboratory results. Dala ng anak ko isang bag na puro lab results. Kaya nung naghanap si Dr. Hoson, ang latest bone scan result na sent agad sa kanya. Pasasalamat talaga kami kay Dr. Hoson dahil hands-on siya. Ini-explain niya rin sa amin ang intentional living. Kaya naman nakakapag-prepare hindi lang ako kundi pati ang mga anak ko. Malaking tulong sa akin ang mga session na attendan ko sa Cancer Crusaders dahil na-apply ko ang mga empowerment at motivation ng mga sharing gaya nito. Pakiramdam ko hindi ako nag-iisa at kung nakakaya ng mga survivors na lumaban, ako rin kaya ko. Sa lahat ng ito, ang pinakapasasalamat ako sa Panginoon. Madami ang nagdasal kasama ang pamilya namin. Madalas nasa-surprise kami sa mga miracles at blessings na tatanggap naming pamilya. Yung mga doctors na humawak sa akin dito sa Laguna ay malaking blessing. Para bang ino-orchestrate ni Lord lahat. Lahat na laging sinasabi ng aking mga anak, hindi ibibigay sa atin ni Lord ang isang pagsubok na hindi niya tayo hinanda para sa lahat na yon. Sa panahon na napangungunahan tayo ng takot, kaba, at pagsuko, maalala sana natin na hindi tayo nag-iisa sa laban natin. Noong nag-radiation therapy na ako noong June, sakto na si Nazareno ay nasa hospital. Tuwing umaga, bago kami pumunta sa session, nagdadasal kami na hawakan at gabayan ng mga taong gagawa ng procedure. Nung huling araw ng radiotherapy session, talaga namin pinasyal ako ng mga anak ko kay Padre Pio Batangas. Nagpa-Thanksgiving Mass kami. Nakadalawang balik na ako ng confinement sa hospital ngayon taon. Si Dr. Hoson ay patuloy pa rin na sumusuporta at nag-aalaga sa amin. Napaka-hands-on niya talaga. To my MDH Cancer Crusaders family, thank you. Thank you dahil sa mga ganitong support group ay nakakatulong na ma-empower at suportahan ang mga kagaya natin na nakikipaglaban sa sakit. Ang mga seminars at sharing ay nakakagaan sa kalooban. Tumambet, salamat dahil nag-guide mo ang mga anak ko kung paano ko kontakin si Dr. Hoson sa gitna ng pandemya. To Dr. Hosan, maraming salamat. Salamat dahil kayong anong oras po kayo i-text o tawagan, sumasagot po kayo. Sir Vision, totoo po talaga sa inyong mga pasyente. Gumagaan po ang loob ko po kapag kayo ang nag-explain. Well-informed po kami sa mga procedures at gamot. Ramdam po namin na empowered kami as patient. May decision at say po kami sa mga gagawin po sa amin. Salamat po sa bibigyan niyo po kami ng option kung paano makatipid sa laboratory at sa gamot na hindi nagko-compromise ang quality. Bago ko po tapusin ang aking testimony, ito ang mga aral na gusto kong iwan sa inyo. Mas napapadali ang laban kung tayo ay may karamay. Kung kaya natin inform at involve ang ating mga pamilya, gawin natin. Hindi yun sa pagbibigat sa kanila. Yun ay para alam rin nila kung ano ang gagawin in case of emergency. Ugalayin natin na i-file ang tamang mga result para sa mga anak o kasama sa bahay. Sana ay huwag nyo tanggalin ang power of decision making. Mga anak ay kinonsulta pa rin ako, anong damit isusuotin, anong pagkain, ano ang gusto kong gawin. Ang routine ko ay may nagbago man, yung mga kaya kong gawin ay hindi tinanggal sa akin. Ito ay nakakapagbigay ng sense of hope para mas lalo pang magpakalakas. Magdasal. Ang pananampalataya ay malaking bagay lalo na sa sobrang sakit ng physical ng katawan natin. Noong nasa hospital ako, walang tigil sa worship songs ang anak ko. Find your joy. Maliit o malaking bagay man, maging masayahin tayo. Nakakagaan ng kalooban pag laging nakangiti at nakatawa. Be strong and courageous, sabi ni Joshua, chapter 1, verses 8 to 9. Hindi ibibigay sa atin kung hindi tayo hinanda. Kasama natin ang Panginoon sa ating pinagdadaanan at pagdadaanan. Ibibigay niya ang tamang tao, tamang knowledge at wisdom para tayo ay makaraos. Muli po, ako si Annie at yan sa Pangilinan. Nagpapasalamat sa Panginoon na kasama pa rin kayo sa ganitong salo-salo. God bless us all. Merry Christmas.
A cancer journey sharing in the face of curtain call to be done by Dr. Elmalyn Enriquez for her mother, Zenaida Rivera, breast cancer.
Good day, Dr. Hassan, Cancer Crusaders Club, families and guests. A blessed and happy 34th founding anniversary to all. Congratulations, Dr. Hassan and everyone. When I received an invitation from Dr. Hassan to share on this occasion about my mother's breast cancer journey with the whole family as her support group, I had hesitations. But after praying about it, I decided to say yes to Dr. Hassan as my thanksgiving and support to his advocacy and as a way of giving glory to God for guiding my family all throughout in the midst of the sickness and pains my mother went through. It was in 2018 when my mother, whom we lovingly called Ima, which means mother in Kapampangan, broke the news to my daughter that she had a lump as big as a tennis ball on her left breast. My daughter encouraged her to share it to the whole family, which she did. Ima decided not to consult a doctor and take food supplements instead. Her reasons were, matanda na ako, 78 na. Enjoy na lang at patay kung patay. For her, it was not alarming and depressing. She still managed to do her normal activities like cooking her favorite food, taking a lot of selfies with her tablet each day, gardening with assistance, watching a variety of shows and videos on her gadgets, and receiving a total makeover of hair and makeup and unlimited picture taking under her grandson's efforts. All these activities were continuously enjoyed by her even when the lump was getting bigger and developing skin discoloration. There were times that I would share to her protocols I followed when I myself had a suspected early stage of breast cancer in 2017 and would invite her to see a doctor. All these were not entertained by Ima because she was used of being the one giving pieces of advice to me, her spoiled dependent darling daughter, and not the other way around. We had quarrels every now and then until I got tired and decided to offer everything to God, accepting that only He can change her through the intercessions of Mama Mary, saints, and angels. On November 1, 2020, Ima was rushed to the emergency room of one of the big hospitals in the city. Prior to this, she was eating a lot of fatty foods like spare ribs and talangkaw with bagoong almost 3 times a week, which went on for about a month until she was brought to the hospital. She complained about severe stomach pain and was vomiting occasionally. Several tests were done related to Emma's reported pains, and one of the tests showed that she had gallstones. The ER doctor claimed that the gallstones needed to be removed urgently. While waiting for the other test results and the doctor's prescriptions, my mom's breast cancer problem caught the attention of the doctor. The ER doctor convinced her to have it operated and even shared with Ima that the doctor actually performed a similar operation to another patient a few months ago who was even older than Ima. To lessen the expenses, Ima was advised to apply to the doctor's foundation for financial assistance, and the doctor would be one of those who will perform the operation on Ima. Since Ima had already made up her decision about it, just after talking for a few minutes with the ER doctor, my second son and I arranged all the needed details for the operation. I discussed this matter to my only sibling residing abroad. His initial reaction was to ask for a second opinion. Matanda na si Ima. Kailangan ng preparasyon diyan. When I shared this to a friend, her reaction was, bakit naman mabilisan? Baka pag-aaralan. With these comments, I talked to Ima about seeking for a second opinion. I prayed about it and thought of Dr. Hoson, who was mentioned by my daughter-in-law's father back in 2017 when I was looking for an oncologist for my own condition, but he was out of the country and not available that time. On November 10, 2020, with God's grace, we were scheduled for an online appointment with Dr. Hoson for Ima's consultation. He asked for all the test results of my Ima and asked questions. Dr. Hoson was surprised to find out about the recommendations and actions taken by the ER doctor. Dr. Hoson said, masyado nang malaki ang bukol niya sa breast para operahan. Hindi nila maisasara yan pag inoperahan nila. Dapat paliitin muna. Ang gallstones naman niya hindi alarming. Dr. Hoson explained very clearly the particulars of cancer and the options for treatment. He even drew pictures to make sure we would understand it well. Plus, Dr. Hoson also taught us how to help my Ima manage her near end of life cancer journey. The non-complicated anti-cancer treatment with supportive measures helped slow down the progression of Ima's cancer, which gave us more bonding time with Ima. I won't deny that there were still awayan, tampuhan, but we were able to manage them better. Our family tried to give back more to Ima for all the love and sacrifices she had given the family. We took care of her and made sure she did not feel alone in her journey. My middle child bought Ima a new high-quality tablet because Ima was complaining about the old one she was using and even took a 3-month leave from work to take care of her. My brother and his family residing abroad showed love and support by regularly making video calls with Ima. My youngest child, who was working in Singapore, resigned from work and came back to the Philippines when she learned about the worsening condition of Ima's cancer. For Ima, this was one of the answered prayers she wrote to Saint Joseph. My eldest son, my daughter-in-law who introduced Facebook to Ima, and my grandson would regularly visit our home and cheer Ima with their thoughtful pasalubongs and loving presence. My husband would easily cook all of Ima's requested food up to her last solid meal, which was buttered crops and shrimps. During Ima's last 3 weeks, when she was already bedridden, I was given a chance to take care of her completely. I would thank Ima in my heart every time I would change her diaper because I would remember those times when she was the one changing the diapers of my children when they were still babies. I would also always say a prayer in my heart for God to allow me to be by Ima's side during her last breath, just like she was always there for us. And with much gratitude, God granted this prayer. Also, God made the details of Ima's death manageable, especially during this challenging time of pandemic with the help and guidance of the near-death management which Dr. Hoson taught us. We were able to discuss with Ima the details of her wishes and wants related to her death, her hairdo, makeup, outfit, financial matters, and other important things, but most of all, there was an experience of healing in relationships, both emotional and spiritual. Masasabi ko po na ang cancer ay hindi naging takot sa amin, bagkus ito ay nagbigay ng pagkakataon para kay Ima at ng buong pamilya para mas maging handa sa iba't ibang aspeto ng buhay. Higit sa lahat, mas napalalim ang relasyon ng bawat isa sa amin, lalo na sa ating Panginoon. At isa sa mga naging instrumento rito ay si Dr. Hoson. And I would like to end this sharing with a Bible verse from Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. May God be praised.
Ms. Zenaida Rivera had formulated and implemented very well her near end of life intentional living plan from the time she was diagnosed to have a terminal illness of breast cancer. She died a happy death. She died with dignity. For these reasons, a posthumous certification is being given to Ms. Zenaida Rivera through her family. May she serve as an inspiration to other people with a terminally ill medical condition or disease. May she also serve as an inspiration to other people to have an intentional living plan to prepare for an eventual happy death. A cancer journey sharing in the face of curtain call to be done by Dr. Amy Hoson for her father, Pio Hoson, liver cancer.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm a daughter of Attorney Pio Hoson, one of Dr. Reynaldo Hoson's patients. Papa was diagnosed with lung cancer last year, 2020, at the time of pandemic. We never had the chance to give him the proper examinations to know his stages. But we tried to consult Dr. Hoson through online so we may know the details of what to do and proper advice as a doctor. Then we learned that through the examinations here in our province in Catanduanes, we learned that it's already stage 4. But Papa never had the chance to do the other medication. So Dr. Ray Hoson told us that we just follow the palette or the food that we need, that the Papa's needs. We have to give him all what he wanted. Then as Papa has a illness, he tried to be happy. He sometimes dance the cha-cha even when he's lying on bed, and sometimes he sing the Humperdinck song because it's his favorite singer. And I noticed Papa has a strong mind because he never gave us the reason to give up, to take care of him. But still, he tried to be concerned even when he's lying on bed. We just, as a family, especially me, I took care of Papa mostly. I gave him all the care that he needs. I give him bath. I give him food, anything that he wants. Sometimes he requests for lechon. Sometimes he requests for dinuguan. Anything that he wants, I order it so he can be happy. I think that's the only thing that I can do for him. That we have to give him the best care, the best food, and the best guidance. Every day we tried to listen to worship songs. We attended Mass online. We recite Rosary every day. And we listen to Humperdinck. And sometimes we listen to ballroom songs, cha-cha. And Papa sometimes dance while he was lying in bed. As for me, as a cancer patient, I think it's the best that we give everything that a cancer patients need to have. Proper guidance, love, care, patience, provide them all the care that we have to give, even until the last day of his life. Because I think being a cancer patient is a brave stage. I think having a cancer patient, sometimes the family needs to be strong to give all the faith that we have and pray more so we can surpass And I never show Papa that I'm afraid to lose him. But after all, I know that I need to be with him in every minute of his life. So I thank you, Dr. Ray, for assisting us, for guiding us, and for the other patients. You need to be strong, you need to be brave, you need to have faith that God will always be with you and will heal you and will guide you to your life. Thank you. Sorry for I'm crying.
A video showing Mr. Pio Hoson dancing cha-cha on his bed.
Dapat may smile, Papa.
Mr. Pio Hoson has formulated and implemented very well his near end of life intentional living plan from the time he was diagnosed to have a terminal illness of liver cancer. He died a happy death. He died with dignity. This is the near end of life intentional living plan of Mr. Pio Hoson. I will try my best to stay alive and productive up to the last moment on earth while accepting my near end of life status, accept my near end of life status, make peace with my God or Creator, make peace with other people or everybody, endorse my staff or material possessions, make a living will, make clutter management of my possessions, make an advance directive on how my family or guardian would manage me when I am near death and after I die, ban or maximize bonding with my family and or significant others, enjoy myself to the maximum or fullest. This is the Advanced Healthcare Directive of Mr. Pio Hoson. When I am near death, do not try to revive me anymore with artificial medical means. Allow natural death. Do not resuscitate me anymore. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation and defibrillation. Do not intubate me for an artificial respiration. Do not dialyze me. Do not put any tube into my body except for intravenous catheter for channeling pain medication. Just give me comfort-focused treatment with medications to relieve my pain and suffering rather than delaying my death. For these reasons, a posthumous certification is being given to Mr. Pio Hoson through his family. May he serve as an inspiration to other people with a terminally ill medical condition or disease. May he also serve as an inspiration to other people to have an intentional living plan to prepare for an eventual happy death. Good day. I will give a lecturette with the title Psychological Distress Experienced by Filipino Cancer Patients. Psychological distress is a general term used to describe unpleasant feelings or emotions that impact a person's level of functioning. In other words, it is a psychological discomfort that interferes with a person's activities of daily living. In all phases of cancer journey, there will be psychological distresses. Each cancer patient has his or her own unique set of psychological distresses. No two people experience one event the exact same way. Psychological distress is a subjective experience. That is, the severity of psychological distress is dependent upon the situation and how a person perceives it. One can think of psychological distress as a continuum with mental health and mental illness at opposing ends. As one continues to experience different things at different times, one can travel back and forth on the continuum at different times throughout one's life. There are so many variety of psychological distresses. They usually occur in combination. Last year, 2020, I passed out a survey or questionnaire to my cancer patients to study the psychological distress experienced by them in the course of their cancer journey. Although not many have answered the survey, there were at least 40 patients. The assessment of the My Cancer Journey of patients with cancer was set up for three purposes. One, to survey the usual psychological distresses being experienced by Filipino patients in various phases of their cancer journey, their degree or severity, the coping tactics utilized, and their effectiveness and outcomes. Two, by asking patients with cancer to do this self-assessment, hopefully to form part of their continuing psychosocial therapy. And three, to cull local data and information to be used by me for the psychosocial therapy of my cancer patients. All cancer patients will have different phases in the cancer journey, from suspect of having cancer to survivorship to end of life, in which there is an inevitable triggering of psychological distress, which can be of any type and which may be of varying degree or severity. Patients have different ways of coping with the distress. Patients have different ways of surviving cancer. Patients have different ways of preparing for the eventuality. For the purpose of the survey, to simplify things, I just classified the cancer journey into 6 phases. Phase of cancer diagnosis, cancer treatment, after cancer treatment, in remission below 10 years from the treatment, during survivorship, in remission 10 years or more from the treatment, phase of cancer recurrence, and phase during curtain call or near the end of life. There were several cancer patients who answered the survey. 3 for the phase of cancer diagnosis, 7 for the cancer treatment, 15 for the remission below 10 years, 7 for the remission after 10 years or 10 years or more, 6 for the cancer recurrence, and then 7 for the curtain call or near end of life. As I said, to simplify things, I just classified the cancer journey into 6 phases. Other authors have more detailed categorization or classification of the stages or phases in the cancer journey. Some have 15, some have 20 phases. In each phase of the cancer journey, where the cancer patient respondent is currently in, I ask them to recall what type of psychological distress they experienced before, the degree of distress, how they cope with it, and what is the current status of the distress and coping mechanism. Instead of a freewheeling answer describing the type of psychological distress, again, to simplify my survey, I used the following big category choices for them to tick with some follow-through subcategorization and also leeways to expound further to get more detailed information. The big category choices are the following: fear, sadness, personal apprehensions, and psychosocial apprehensions. I will present the subcategorization later on as I present the findings. General findings. All cancer patients in all phases of journey experience the following in varying degrees. Fear, which include general fear and fear of death. Sadness, which include general sadness, anxiety, and depression. Personal apprehensions, which mean exclusively confined to the cancer patients. Psychosocial apprehensions, which mean influenced or affected by social factors. In terms of fear, great majority, 99%, had general fear, 72% had severe to extreme fear of death at the time of diagnosis of cancer. In terms of sadness, great majority, 99%, had general sadness, majority had anxiety more than depression at the time of diagnosis of cancer. Common symptoms of anxiety: excessive worry, sleeping problems, irritability, and muscle tension. Common symptoms of depression: depressed mood, sleeping problems, lack of energy. Fortunately, only a few patients had suicidal thoughts. In terms of apprehensions, majority had personal apprehensions more than psychosocial apprehensions. Common personal apprehensions include treatment and their side effects, no guarantee of good outcomes of treatment, medical expenses, self-image, job, and occupation. Common psychosocial apprehensions include family, relationship with people in job or occupation, paying medical bills with other people's help. In terms of coping tactics, great majority, or 99%, used and found effective is spiritual trust, praying to God, bargaining with God, acceptance, finding a trusted and in a physician with confidence, family support, suppressing by keeping oneself busy, such as with work, hobbies, and sport. Fortunately, few needed psychiatrist or psychiatric drugs. The other coping tactics found effective were the following: hoping for the best in everything in diagnosis and treatment and in coping psychological distresses, reading extensively on my cancer, asking and talking to as many physicians as needed, looking for physicians who can explain well my cancer diagnosis and plan of treatment, looking for physicians who can provide psychological support, asking and talking to other cancer patients, joining a cancer support group, and making an intentional living plan. Note, an intentional living plan is not a life insurance plan and not a memorial plan. It is something that will guide the patients in living fully a life with cancer. From this survey, it seems that the best coping tactics are the following: spiritual trust, acceptance of the cancer, trust in a competent and compassionate physician, support from loved ones and significant others, and keeping oneself busy with something to do. I hope all of us can learn something from this survey in our personal cancer journey. It is understandable for all cancer patients to have fear, sadness, personal apprehensions, and psychosocial apprehensions. They will vary from persons to persons or from patients to patients. However, it is possible to manage these psychological distresses through the various coping tactics used by the veteran cancer patients. There are a lot of coping tactics that cancer patients can use. Each patient will have his or her unique way of coping. There are no wrong ways as long as the coping tactics utilized succeeded in resolving or controlling the psychological distresses. I will end my lecturette by showing you a video of a cancer crusader who shared her cancer journey and which would illustrate the psychological distresses she went through and the coping tactics she used and her advice to other cancer crusaders.
Hi, I'm Chuchi Quevedo and I'm 75 years old. I am a breast cancer survivor and a member of the Cancer Crusaders Club for 37 years. On my first surgery, I was stage 1, right breast. And for my second surgery, 8 months, stage 0 cancer, left breast. What major treatment did I undergo? In both cases, radical mastectomy. No chemotherapy was advised. No, I did not go into depression. I think it was just anxiety. I was 38 years old and I had just given birth to our 4th child. My anxiety was severe and lasted for about a year during my first mastectomy. I believe the support of my husband, my family, and friends was greatly felt, so it did not progress to depression. To differentiate depression from anxiety, depression for me is despair and simply giving up, not wanting to face life's problems. While anxiety is feeling of concern for my children in case something worse happens, of feeling angry at God sometimes. I engaged myself in self-pity. I decided to resign from my job in the bank and went into a small business. How did I cope with anxiety? I depended much on my faith. In the beginning, it was not easy. Many negative thoughts came to mind, but I had a community that I got involved in. My companions guided me and always reminded me of God's immense love for all of us, that even this sickness was part of God's love. I just had to entrust everything to our God. I also got involved in the Philippine Cancer Society for a while and Sinag Hospital Volunteers Foundation for more than 30 years. I wanted to reach out to my fellow cancer survivors to tell them that there is hope. Then the Cancer Crusaders Club was established by Dr. Ray Hawson in 1988, and he invited me to join this club. After some time, the help of Dr. Elsie Dancel was sought due to their busy schedules. Thanks to you, doctors, I dropped Philippine Cancer Society and decided to devote much time with my fellow survivors in Cancer Crusaders Club. with your guidance and support. As far as I can remember, I did not have recurring anxiety after my first surgery. I did worry about a lump that developed near the collarbone, which Dr. Hosson was able to remove, and another lump that appeared on my right palm, which was also excised. My second bout with cancer, which happened only last March, passed like a breeze because I was so ready psychologically and physically. Of course, there was also a bit of anxiety because I'm older, but my heart and mind were already preconditioned. I knew exactly what to expect and what to do. So, my advice to cancer survivors: don't keep your emotions to yourself. Join a club or group who will be able to listen to your concerns. Reach out to other patients. You had been blessed, so be a blessing for others. Watch out for signs of recurrence. Have a regular checkup with your doctor. We all know that recently Dr. Hosson's weekly lectures have become another source of empowerment because of our added kaalaman, kakayahan, and kapangyarihan. Last but not the least, pray unceasingly and believe in God's love. Thank you.
It's now Christmas season. Let the spirit of Christmas be always in the hearts of all Cancer Crusaders. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all. Let's now all sing along with Miss Mary Ann Maravilla and family, who will lead us in singing Christmas in Our Hearts.
Whenever I see girls and boys selling lanterns on the streets, I remember the child in the manger as he sleeps. Whenever there are people giving gifts, exchanging cards, I believe that Christmas is truly in their hearts. Let's light our Christmas trees for a bright tomorrow, where nations are at peace and all in one in God. Let's sing Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday. This season may we never forget the love we had for Jesus. That He be the one to guide us as another New Year starts, and may the spirit of Christmas be always in our hearts. In every prayer and every song, the community unites, celebrating the birth of our Savior Jesus Christ. That love light, that starlight on the first Christmas morn, let us head to the manger where Christ the child was born. So come, let us rejoice, come and sing the Christmas carol with one big joyful voice. Proclaim the name of the Lord. Let's sing Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday. be the one to guide.